You know, I could open up this video saying a bunch of like really snide and witty remarks regarding the trailer, like, oh wow, the new season of Superman and Lois looks great, or wow, they finally made Smallville season 11. And on the one hand, part of the things I'm saying are true, but on the other hand too, I don't want to be mean to this film. This is a teaser trailer, and at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to it, I'd say. Like, I'm anticipating this film. And the way James Gunn has pitched this film and talks about this film, about how he wants to pay a lot of respect to Superman the comic book character, but also his legacy on film and such. His love for Superman, the way he views Superman as a friend to all and such, like, I want James Gunn to make a great Superman film. And I want to keep this balance because yes, I'm a fan of what Zack Snyder did with Henry Cavill as Superman. Granted, I have my issues with his take on Superman. I've addressed them multiple times. Whilst I was disappointed and annoyed that Henry Cavill was back 1 second in Black Adam and then taken away the next, it was annoying. I also find it annoying how Zack Snyder's original plan for his DC universe could have worked. However, Warner Brothers messed it up. I'm a fan of what Zack Snyder did with Superman. I liked it. However, I am not against bright, cheery, optimistic, hopeful Superman. Because at the end of the day, that's what Superman is. And there are a lot of things in this Superman trailer that I like. But also at the same time too, there's a lot of things where I look at it from a visual standpoint and I'm like, huh? What are we doing here, James Gunn? Like, this is a teaser trailer. We get teasers of things like David Corenswet as Superman, and we visually see Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, but at the same time, too, it's not enough. Like, at the end of the day, I think this teaser trailer for Superman is fine. And realistically, my opinion towards this film hasn't really changed. Whilst yes, I'm annoyed and disappointed that Henry Cavill never got to play Superman again. Whilst I'm annoyed that Zack Snyder never got to complete his Superman arc. At the end of the day, I like Superman. I'm a Superman fan. I want to see more Superman. So I have no hate towards this film. But I watched this trailer and visually and throughout just a lot of the editing and the color grading and such, it looks like a TV show. The way this trailer is edited, it feels like a sizzle reel teasing an upcoming season of a new Superman TV show. This doesn't feel like a Superman film. The way it's shot, the way it's color graded, it doesn't feel like cinema. Like, you watch the trailers for Man of Steel. That's cinema. That feels like a movie.
Goodbye, my son.
You look at this and just, it's kind of an eyesore. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not against color, but why is the color so saturated in this trailer? Like, visually, this doesn't look nice. This looks kind of cheap. Not to mention, too, that there are some artistic things that James Gunn does that I don't love. Like, James Gunn loves his wide-angle lenses. I'm not a fan of wide-angle lenses, but as of late, James Gunn has just been using them a lot, especially in Guardians 3. But anyways, let's do a quick trailer reaction and breakdown to this trailer, because there are a lot of things in the trailer that I do want to point out specifically. But before we get into the trailer reaction / breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, specifically Instagram and TikTok, it's all linked down below. I'm also a filmmaker myself, so check out my latest short film, The Shining Optimism of E.F. Manar. Before we get into the video, I just want to quickly plug my latest short film, The Shining Optimism of E.F. Manar. Keep the spark alive. As dreamer and optimist E.F. Manar must find a way to keep his hopes and passions alive in a cynical world. Inspired by Wonka and The Greatest Showman, a lot of time, effort, love, and passion was put into this project, so I would really appreciate it if you guys could give it a watch. The film is linked down below in the description, and it's also on the homepage of my YouTube channel. I hope you guys watch it and really enjoy it. Anyways, back to the video. And yes, without further ado, let's get into the teaser trailer for Superman. Okay, there's something about this that just feels cheap. Like, not to compare this to Man of Steel, and I don't want this to be a James Gunn versus Zack Snyder thing, but you look at Man of Steel, you look at the first flight scene, a very similar scene to where Superman falls into the snow. Man of Steel looks like a movie. Man of Steel looks like cinema. It's shot on film. It looks cinematic. Again, like I said before, this looks like television. The overall feeling I get with the cinematography for this film, I mean, this is just also going off the trailer, but you look at it, it looks like The Boys, but with way more saturation. Like, they've taken the same contrast value as The Boys, but they've also just pumped up the saturation. Like, again, I'm not against color, but holy saturation, Batman, that is nuts. I've watched this trailer a fair few times, and I'm not gonna lie, the colors just really hurt my eyes. Also, too, I'm not a fan of David Corenswet's Superman suit. I don't think it looks very good. It's very baggy, and just the overall fit isn't very nice, and overall, I don't really understand what it wants to be. Because, one, it has the new 52 collar, and I don't really like that. Two, it wants to be like the classic Superman suit, where it's a skin-tight spandex material, paying homage to, like, you know, strong men and such. They've even got the trunks. I like the trunks. Trunks on a Superman costume is something I'm never for or against. It just depends on the costume. I also like the color of the costume. The blue is really nice. The red is really nice. I like the overall color palette of the costume. I just don't like the fit and the texture. It's really baggy in places. I'll point it out throughout the trailer. The texture on it is just weird too, because it does look like Kryptonian armor, but if it is supposed to be Kryptonian armor or material, it doesn't look like him and Mark Kent made it. Like, in many ways, it kind of looks like a cosplay, but, like, not like a really fancy-looking cosplay. It looks like a, like, cheap-ish looking cosplay. Like, Corenswet looks good as Superman, but I don't know. There's something about the costume that just doesn't look good in motion. The colors are great. Fantastic. Bravo, James Gunn. I love the colors in the costume, but it doesn't look right. Like, in many ways, I kind of think if he wanted to just go spandex, just go spandex. Like, the Christopher Reeve costume has no muscle padding. That thing is just pure spandex, and it works because Christopher Reeve makes it work. And if that worked in, like, 1977, are you telling me they couldn't, like, do the same thing but in modern day? Especially with all the advancements in, like, fashion technology and such. Like, you're telling me we couldn't make, like, a really nice looking spandex costume? Okay, two things with this shot. First of all, I'm gonna praise it. David Corenswet looks great as Clark Kent. Like, the broccoli modern haircut, sure, whatever, yeah, but he looked like Clark Kent. He feels like Clark Kent. In many ways, it looks like a toned-down version of the bumbling, mild-mannered reporter. Like, you see that shot, that's Clark Kent. But the second thing that I want to talk about is the lighting for this scene, because what are we doing here? Like, this is really ugly, harsh, unflattering lighting. Could they not afford diffusion? This isn't aesthetically pleasing lighting. This is really harsh and really ugly. Like, James Gunn, what happened here? Did you run out of budget? Can you not afford diffusion? Like, this type of lighting just makes it look really cheap and really made for TV. Like, boy, the latest season of Superman and Lois looks different, doesn't it? But it's funny though, because I've seen people edit the CW logo onto this trailer and it fits. Like, this kind of looks like a CW type of Superman. I can't really say much about Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane other than the fact that she looks like Lois Lane. Also, the score for this trailer being an electrical score version of the John Williams Superman theme, I'm not against, but at the same time too, it does feel very fan-made. Like, before this trailer, they released a teaser for this trailer, and they had like a more like lullaby, hummable version of the John Williams Superman theme that felt kind of like Hans Zimmerified. I liked that. And I'm not opposed to this film using the John Williams theme because, I mean, yeah, they should be making their own music, but at the same time too, the difference between this film using the John Williams theme and them inserting the John Williams theme into the Henry Cavill appearances or the Superman appearances in the latest DCEU, I had problems with that. There's a difference because this thing is something completely different. And so, yeah, we can use a John Williams theme. But with Henry Cavill and the DCEU and his later appearances, the fact that they kept forcing in the John Williams theme, it really bugged me because he has his theme. It's the Man of Steel theme composed by Hans Zimmer. It's a fantastic piece of music and it's Henry Cavill's Superman theme. If you want to pay homage to the past and, you know, do the John Williams stuff but also, like, respect Henry Cavill, you John Williamsified the Hans Zimmer theme, which is what Zack Snyder did in the Snyder Cut. Like, I remember watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, and when Superman shows up, and it's all like, blah, blah, da, 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 da. Like, the more John Williamsified version of the Superman theme, the Hans Zimmer theme, it was great. That's exactly what I wanted and had been saying for the longest time. Like, respect the past, but also embrace the future, and blend the two themes together. It was fantastic. But the fact that James Gunn is using a more modernized version of the John Williams theme, I'm completely for. And I mean, that is the Superman theme. But this specific iteration of the theme in the trailer feels a bit fan-made. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you want to kind of like use the John Williams stuff, you use the dun 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 dun. Like, That's the stuff you use, not the blah, 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 blah. Or like, you know, use the dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Also too, with these little logo insert things, they are very much paying respect and homage and throwing back to the Christopher Reeve stuff. Difference is though is that it doesn't fit because the trailer looks so digital and modern, where the Christopher Reeve stuff was shot on film. Like, I don't know, the cinematography for this film just isn't doing it for me. I don't really like it, but it's the same cinematographer Gunn has worked with on Guardians 3, Peacemaker, and Suicide Squad, and those movies look fine. I don't know what happened here. Like, again, I don't know, with these shots, this just looks made for TV, or if anything, this looks like a fan film. I don't know, some of these money shots, like on paper, they're kind of cool. I like the shot of Superman saving the kid, but also there's something about it too that looks kind of cheap. Also, what is a Luthor Corp? It's normally Lex Corp. Like, what the hell is Luthor Corp? That being said, that Nicholas Hoult looks good as Lex. Like, I like Nicholas Hoult. I think he'll do a very good job. He's a very strong actor. Again, what's with that wide angle? James, please stop using wide angle lenses. They don't look good. Who knows, maybe it's used as like a filmic effect or something, but I don't like wide angle lenses. Unless it's to achieve a specific effect. I really don't like this costume. I don't like the collar. I don't like the texture. It just doesn't look good. Okay, so Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Like, I think that is fine casting, but Nathan Fillion looks kind of oldish, but also, I know Guy Gardner is supposed to have a dumb, stupid haircut, but that looks, like, too dumb. Like, it's a nitpick, and I'm assuming Guy Gardner's gonna, like, die in this film or something. I don't know, or he's gonna be, like, the butt of a joke. Like, that's fine, but I'm not digging it. Also, I don't love, like, the leather outfit and stuff. Like, aesthetically, this film is, I don't know how I feel about the aesthetics of this film. That shot with Mr. Terrific, that was very The Flash. And I know this film has the same cinematographer as The Flash, but just... The Flash sucks. I hate that film, and it looks so ugly. And the fact that this film has the same cinematographer, I'm kind of worried. Also, there is like a lot of paying respect on homage to Zack Snyder in this trailer, but like, that shot of Superman going up into the clouds, like, it's completely fine if it was, you know, on TV, but this shot from Man of Steel, like, you compare the two, it's night and day. Like, don't get me wrong, Man of Steel could use a bit more colour, I'm not denying that, but one looks like a film, the other doesn't. Also, yeah, something I noticed about this teaser is that it doesn't have, like, the Superman title logo card. It just says DC Studios and only in theaters. Like, where's the title Superman? I don't know, that's weird, that's strange. Look, at the end of the day, I'm not really worried about the story for this film for the most part, because James Gunn is a good writer. I like all the films he's written. The Guardians films are great, I like the Suicide Squad. My only real worry for this is that this doesn't feel like a film, this doesn't feel like an event. This in many ways, and in my opinion, feels like it's just going to be another super film that comes out, is well received, and then will just fade off into the background. And not to just make this a comparison about Zack Snyder and James Gunn, let's compare this teaser trailer to another teaser trailer for The Batman. The first teaser trailer for Matt Reeves' The Batman was one of the best trailers I've ever seen. It was incredible. Like, talk about setting a tone and setting a precedent of this is probably going to be one of the most definitively made Batman films. Like, I love The Batman, but also too, I don't, like, love it. Like, I don't think The Batman is the best Batman film, but there is so much in that film that feels like the almost quintessential version of Batman on screen. And that teaser trailer was perfection. I loved it. And you compare it to this Superman teaser trailer, man, James, you kind of dropped the ball here. I remember watching the teaser trailer for The Batman, and I was in love. I was so hyped. I was like, this is gonna be incredible. Where the teaser trailer for Superman just made me go, man, Smallville season 11 looks good, I guess. I don't know, that or I'm just superheroed out, but I don't know. I was kind of expecting a bit more. Like, I was expecting this to look like a film. This kind of just looks like TV. Or like a really well-made, like, fan-made trailer. I don't know, there's something really just off about it. And the thing is too, this film comes out in July. They have time to work through this in, like, post-production. Make it look better, make it look and feel more cinematic. This is just a teaser trailer. But at the same time too, this is like the first impression for this film, and I watch it and I go, yeah, it looks fine. Again, I'm not a James Gunn hater. I want this film to be great. I want this film to be really good, and it looks fine. But at the same time too, this doesn't really look like a film. I don't know. It was kind of like the wrong first impression for me. I think the film overall will be good. I just don't really love this trailer. I don't know. Only time will tell. Like, I don't think James Gunn's DC Universe is like doomed or anything, but at the same time too, I'm not in love with this, and I'm not like, oh my god, we're back, best trailer ever. Like, I'm not like losing my mind. I'm not like those man babies you see on X or Twitch going like, like, grow up. Like, it's just a teaser trailer, but also too, it's fine. I don't know, maybe I'm being cynical. Again too, I don't think this film is gonna suck. I think it's gonna be fine. I also hope James Gunn is just gonna make like a really good film. I don't know, maybe I'm contradicting myself. I'm tired, man. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the teaser trailer for Superman. It looks fine. But those are my thoughts on James Gunn's Superman teaser trailer. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you looking forward to it? Do you think, like me, it's just fine? Leave it down there. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, all the good stuff. Until we meet again, see you guys next time.